Zeus approached a tree where he found Buddha eating some chocolates. He wanted to have one, but Buddha wouldn't let him, and he ate all the chocolates at once. Zeus asked him to fight in the next match, saying he didn't like losing. He threatened Buddha with his aura, but Buddha quickly called him the boss, and told him to enjoy the show. We see Buddha as he enters the arena. He grabs onto the announcer's horn and declares he will be fighting on the side of mankind. The gods think he has gone mad, but Buddha claims that if the gods are willing to save mankind, then it's up to him to do it. Gaul is confused, asking Hilda why Buddha is fighting on their side, wondering if this is part of her plan. Hilda claims Buddha doesn't take orders from anyone. Just before the round, Buddha approached Hilda after she mourned for Raiden. Buddha told her that he wanted to fight for humanity, but she wasn't surprised. He asked her if things were going according to her plan because she had asked him about his powers before Ragnarok began. He thought she had been scheming to get him to fight the gods. Hilda denied this, pointing out that everyone knows he hates the gods. This made him laugh, but he warned her that he didn't take kindly to being manipulated before walking away. We return to the arena, where the announcer tells Buddha that he can't switch sides, but Zeus says he doesn't mind, feeling that Buddha isn't breaking any rules. Odin asks Buddha if he is prepared to be the enemy of all gods, but he doesn't care, saying he's the only thing that matters, making all the other gods mad. Buddha asks Zeus who he's going to fight, and light comes out of the sky as a ship descends on the arena. The 7 gods of fortune make their entrance. The announcer says that only one of them can fight. Their leader reveals that they are actually one being as he removes his armor. His companions enter his body, and a bright light surrounds him, creating a sphere that shatters as a god named Zero appears. Zero wants to slaughter Buddha as he warms up his body, but Buddha doesn't seem to care. His back bulges, and he pulls out his weapon as he prepares to fight. Gaul thinks it's not fair for 7 gods to combine into one, but Hilda calls it his true form, revealing that he used to be a good god who wanted to spread fortune, but he ended up being changed by sorrow. In a flashback, we see Zero going to the city where he sees the people suffering. It makes him cry as he wonders what he can do to make them happy. He thinks about removing the source of their misfortune to make them happy, so he goes to a boy, touching him with his hand and absorbing his misfortune. The boy instantly feels better, and the people start worshipping Zero. He continues to absorb the misfortune of other people, but after several years, he has absorbed too much, and it takes a toll on his body. He returns to the city wanting to see how the people are doing, but he discovers the true nature of humanity as the people fall into depravity without misfortune. A man bumps into him, causing him to fall to the ground, and Zero recognizes the man as the boy he helped years ago. He asks the man how he's doing, but the man doesn't even remember him, telling him to get lost. Zero can't believe that any of this is real, thinking about everything he's done for them and wondering why the people are still unhappy. At that moment, Buddha arrives with his disciples. Zero notes that Buddha's disciples look shabby and poor, but he wonders why they look so happy, unlike the people in the city. Zero calls out to Buddha, asking him why his followers look so fortunate because he absorbed the misfortune of humans, but he only made them worse. Buddha tells him that fortune can't be given and that it must be obtained, saying there is shadow where there is light. He tells Zero to join him to achieve enlightenment. Zero cries as he runs away, feeling jealous because, despite being a god, Buddha was able to make people more fortunate, knowing that it's supposed to be his job. As he mourns by a river, dark energy suddenly surrounds him, and his love transforms into hate, turning him into the Zero that he is now. 3 people see him in the woods and immediately run away as he chases after them. He is about to kill a woman, but she stops, shielding her baby. This causes Zero to hesitate, and he resists the urge to kill, dividing himself into the 7 gods of fortune. Back in the present, Zero thinks it's time to punish Buddha, but Buddha suddenly kicks him, knocking him to his knees. Buddha reminds him that the fight has already begun. Zero gets back up, attacking with his axe, but Buddha easily advances thanks to his special allies. Zero becomes angry, swinging his axe wildly, but Buddha dodges every attack. Zero becomes frustrated, and his axe seems to grow in size. Zeus reveals that Zero's axe absorbs misfortune, and it gets stronger the more it absorbs. Hilda adds that Zero's inability to hit both accounts as misfortune to him, so he will get stronger as the fight drags on. Gall is impressed by Buddha's ability to dodge, moving before Zero even attacks, and we learn that his eyes give him the power of precognition. Zero continues to miss, asking Buddha if he's mocking him. Buddha suddenly counterattacks, taunting him and making him even angrier. Buddha proceeds to give him a beating. The battle appears one-sided, but Zero suddenly remembers his past misfortunes and unleashes a powerful aura. The axe absorbs his misfortunes, and it becomes ridiculously massive. Zero swings his axe at Buddha, but Buddha stands his ground, activating his staff. The axe obliterates everything in the area, but Buddha's staff transforms into a shield, protecting him from the attack. Hilda reveals that Buddha's staff is a divine treasure, which contains the power of the 6 realm guardians in Buddhism, and it changes its form depending on Buddha's emotions. Buddha pushes the axe back as Zero transforms it into a serrated sword. Buddha's weapon takes the form of a club, signaling him to charge in, so he dashes at Zero, dodging.